Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I want to talk for a minute about. Let me turn this up. I want to talk for a minute about something that happens a lot in America, but it happens a lot in the Carolinas. I've seen it a lot throughout my life. So, four people were killed in a car crash in Duplin County in North Carolina, okay? Um, this was February the 2nd, 2021. So sad. Duplin County emergency officials say four people between the ages of 17 and 21 have died after a high-speed chase Monday night. Y'all, they hadn't even started their lives yet. 17 to 21. Four people aged between 17 to 21. WITN reports five people were in the car, but only one survived. Officials say the car ended up upside down and completely submerged in a pond near the intersection of the Kenansville Bypass and Highway 11. A preliminary investigation revealed that on Monday, February 1st at approximately 10:13 p.m., the State Highway Patrol attempted to stop a vehicle for excessive speed on Highway 24 in Duplin County. The driver of a Ford passenger vehicle failed to stop for blue lights and siren and began eluding authorities. The pursuit traveled through the town of Kenansville on Highway 24, eventually turning on the Highway 11 north. Upon reaching the intersection of Highway 11 and Highway 903, the pursued vehicle failed to stop at a duly erected stop sign and traveled across the Highway 903. The vehicle then traveled off the roadway, striking a fence before traveling into a pond where it quickly became submerged in approximately 15 feet of water. Responding troopers were able to rescue 20-year-old, I'm not going to say the name, it's on the internet, but I'm not going to say it, who had exited the vehicle prior to it becoming submerged. This person was transported to Vidant Duplin ER with minor injuries. Officials have not said what sparked the chase and have not released the names of those involved. Four people are dead from North Carolina State Highway Patrol car chase that turned into a search and rescue mission at a pond off Kenansville Bypass between the ages of 17 and 21. They haven't even started their life, but what I want to talk about is, for the longest time since I've actually been a driver, and even when I was little, I can remember police car chases. And what's so sad is that most of the time, about 50% of the time, is they're being pulled over for like a speeding ticket. And they get scared and they try to elude police, end up getting in a wreck, getting killed, or hurting someone else in the process. But most of the time, they don't even have a record. They don't have, they haven't even done anything but speeding. They might have a little bit of marijuana or something in the car that they're scared of, or maybe an open container, and they're scared of getting caught with that. Guys, let me tell you something. Don't elude police. You're putting yourself and others in danger. If you have something in the car, you if you're going to get probation or jail time or whatever it is you're afraid of, just take that. Don't lose your life over a little bit of weed or alcohol, or because you snuck out that night and you weren't supposed to be out, whatever the reason may be, or because you were speeding and you're going to get a speeding ticket. Take the speeding ticket and live your life. Don't go eluding police and something like this happened. It's so sad. And we're seeing it more and more with our young drivers. Parents, please talk to your kids and let them know, don't run from police. Don't do that. If you have something that you're going to get in trouble for, just take the punishment. Just deal with it. Let your kids know how to be responsible drivers and how you'll be there for them. And you'll try to help support them through whatever it is they may be facing. But I would rather know that my said child was facing a DUI or a speeding ticket than them be dead. I would rather see my child go through court than lose my child altogether. This is so, so sad that so many lives were lost in a second. I don't know what was going on in the driver's mind. I don't know how old the driver was. I don't know what they actually had in the car, or if they, possibly had a warrant, or if they were scared that they were going to get in trouble. I don't know. I don't know anything about who the people were or why they were running from police. It's just so sad because the punishment for a speeding ticket, they would have got a speeding ticket and paid it off and continued to live their life. You don't have to lose your life over a speeding ticket. You don't have to make that decision to run. Just pull the car over, face the punishment, take the punishment, deal with it, and live your life. And not only are you, when you elude police, not only are you putting other people in danger, you're putting your passengers in danger. I meant to say, not only are you putting yourself in danger, but you're putting your passengers in danger, the neighborhood in danger, the police officer in danger. You're putting everyone around you in danger, and you can possibly hurt or maybe even kill these people. Just like in this situation, the passengers are dead. And it's just so sad. I mean, even if they were in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, it's still sad that someone lost their life over a speeding ticket. And they possibly could have had something in the car or had some reason for why they didn't want to get pulled over. But I promise you, if you had drugs in the car, just pull over and deal with it. You're not supposed to have drugs. Drugs are illegal. Face the punishment. Don't lose your life over it. Parents, talk to your children and let your children know that how dangerous this is, especially for inexperienced drivers. It breaks my heart to know that so many people in a flash lost their life over a speeding ticket. You need to teach your kids that as soon as they see the blue lights, go ahead, prepare yourself to pull over. And I know right now, especially in places like North Carolina, dealing with the police can be scary, but it is not worth this, losing 4 or 5 people. It's just, man. I'll tell you a quick story. When I was younger, I was about 15, and we were heading to the beach from our house where we lived like on a farm in the swamp. Okay. And we were heading to the beach because we had to go do some work. We had to set some pilings under a house, or before they built a house, excuse me. While we were on our way to the beach, a car flew past us. It had to be going past, I know 110 because we were going about 60. This car hauling ass goes shoom, fast. Within seconds, we hear bam. And me, about 15 years old, I look up. And at this point, we're driving past the car, and it has piled up and wrapped around a light pole. There were body parts, arms hanging out. Y'all, when I tell y'all I've seen some traumatic stuff in my life, I'm not even bullshitting you when I say that. I have been through and seen some traumatic shit in my life. And it traumatizes you. It breaks your heart. It scares you. It frightens you. In that moment, man, there were arms hanging out the windows. The back of the trunk was touching the front of the hood around this light pole. One of the people had been thrown out of the car. By the time we stopped our car, other cars were stopping, and we didn't have cell phones huge back, during that time. People had like Nokias. And so a person was trying to, run to the store that was down the road a little bit and grab a phone and call someone, call police. And my mom and the person that I was with was like, you stay right here in the car. Don't come over here. But I sit there and I looked. And as I was looking, they were trying not to move the victims, but they were trying to give them CPR and do what they could do. And as they did, stuff was just pouring out of their face. The way they looked it was like something out of a horror movie. That like still hits me so hard that it was so bad. Well, oh man. There was just blood everywhere. There was toys all around the car, glass. Horn was stuck. There was dust flying everywhere, like crystal-looking dust from like the airbag. The horn was just loud as it could be. That stuff sticks in your brain, like it sticks in your head so hard. And as they tried to move this one woman, her arms were so limp, like you could tell her body was just broken. It was broken into pieces. There was no, I knew it was over for her at that point. Um, that's, anyways, when police got there, later on the news we watched, and they said that they were eluding police. The male who was driving a cop car, they had, I can't remember if they had took something from a store. Anyways, a cop had gotten behind them and realized it was that car.